Hello, everyone. Okay, let's see. Trash, that one. Same place I was at. A park. That is ecological. How does the number of this take? 30 minutes. Hmm. Well, I don't really want to do that place again. Hmm. Well, for that one, let's send her. She can use that one. For this one, we send him. And I can do this one. Perfect. Let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's this puck. And time to find the trash. I keep thinking this is the park that is outside where Yogscast's office is. Fuck, that is a weird sentence to say. I mean, like, I'm kind of sure it's not, because what I've seen from their videos, they don't have these kind of like fencing around it. But who knows? Who knows what knows? And now to find... oh, there it is. Let's take the trimmer, because I will not be able to cut everywhere with a lawnmower, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about Sonisphere that I went to when I was a lot younger. So, Sonisphere came to Sweden for the first time, what I understood. And me and a friend, or my former childhood friend, that I went and saw Sonic Syndicate with, we both wanted to go because for him it was like he wanted to really see two of the shows, which was Mötley Crüe and Iggy Pop and the Stooges. I wanted to go because there was gonna be Iron Maiden, Hammerfall, and what's it? Oh yeah, Imperial State Electric. That was like the singer, I think, at least. I don't know if it's the whole band, but at least the singer I remember was the former singer for Helicopters. They made that song like I'm in the band. Da, da, da. So I wanted to really see that. And we got there really early because it was a full day of yes, songs, rock, everything. It was amazing. But that was also I think, yeah, it was the last show that Dio was meant to have gone to. Sadly, like, as everyone that listens to rock and roll, that like he died. I think it was of cancer. And oh shit. Sorry, Dio. Sorry. But yeah, like that was gonna be he was gonna be there, and I was oh fuck's sake. I was hyped because I the fuck like I really liked Dio's voice. Oh yeah, Alice Cooper was there as well. Fuck me. I really liked Dio's like Holy Diver and everything. And I mean, like the man him had such an amazing voice. Fuck. But yeah, like Dio was meant to have been there, but with him getting ill and then sadly passing away, that was impossible. And what was there? 550, 650. That's 500. There we go. And away we go. But yeah, like he was meant to be there, but of course, never that didn't happen. And Hammerfall became the replacement band for him. And Hammerfall wasn't the first or the last of the shows. I'll say that right away. They had 2 stages, one small, one massive stage. And it was like In Flames, Alice Cooper, Iron Maiden, and I think one more, but I can't remember which of everyone of the bands that was there that day got the big stage. And Hammerfall was on the small stage, and it was pissing down with rain. Like, we were on a grass field, and you can imagine how that grass field looked after a bit of rain. And I can't remember how many people was there, but there was a few hundred or at least a few thousand. After all of that many people walking around on it. But yes, Hammerfall comes out on stage, and the singer Joachim, like, says like that we're honored to be there, and they're really sad that the reason they had to be there because Ronnie James Dio had sadly passed away, and they literally went like, so now we want everyone here to shut the fuck up for 2 minutes and have a silent time for the legend himself, Dio. And that place had been noisy since like everyone got in, because everyone hit the pub basically. And you would have heard a fucking needle fall in the mud there after he said that, because it got so quiet. I mean, like, even the fucking drunkards I like how I'm cursing when I'm getting like really into it. Shit. Even the drunkards in the pub that was there went just silent. It was amazing. And yeah, I got to see Hammerfall for the first time live. I mean, like, the song that dragged me into rock and roll and everything was from Guns N' Roses. It was Sweet Child of Mine. That is forever gonna be one of my favorite rock songs. Mostly because the guitar intro with Slash in that song is, oh, I love it. But another song that my dad played every now and then when he wasn't playing Metallica or Iron Maiden was Hammerfall with Heart on Fire. So I got to hear that live, and I can say this: holy shit, they can sing live. The one thing I can criticize about, at least on that show with Hammerfall, was their lead guitarist for some reason liked to jump up on the speakers and air hump his guitar, which was weird, but still, fucking amazing show. If I could go back there again, I would. Fucking hell, it was such a good show. And then I can't remember the order of every rock band, but I do know that me and my friend went to get some food because we were hungry because we had been there all day, and we were minors, so of course we weren't at the pub. We were walking around with a soda in each hand, and in rain ponchos because it was, as I said, pissing down with rain. Oh, for fuck's sake! And we went and got burgers at that place. They had a burger stand. For fuck's sake! They had a burger stand in the at the entrance of that place. We got burgers that were way overpriced for what they were. And as soon as we ate, I think they announced that it was Iggy Pop that was gonna come out, and my friend got really excited because he likes Iggy Pop and the Stooges. At least he did. Don't know if he does nowadays. I said I haven't talked to the guy for years. But we went to the small stage again, and out on the stage comes Iggy and, well, the Stooges. One of them comes out in crutches because the guy had apparently broken his oh fuck, apparently broken his ankle or something. And Iggy Pop was smashed. He was so fucking drunk. So, of all their songs, I heard, I think they sang 5 or 6 songs or more. Of all of those songs, there was only one fucking time I heard a small part of the lyrics, and that was when they sang The Passenger. And I actually heard for once Iggy say, "I am the passenger." Otherwise, it was like it was ridiculous. But my former friend loved it, and Iggy, in one of the songs, jumped off the stage and walked down a walk aisle they had between the crowds and a fence. And I can say this, I have never fucking been pushed into a fence that fucking hard by so many people. Because of course me and my friend stood at the fence because my friend wanted to have perfect view of the stage. And it was a fucking clusterfuck of a show with him. Iggy, in one part he suddenly invited people up on stage to dance, and of course people went up on stage to dance, and Iggy Pop's security guard was having a hell of a time to keep them away from Iggy. He even elbowed a guy straight in the fucking gut because he was trying to touch Iggy Pop. Fucking hell. And at one song where I heard shit all what Iggy said, he took a water bottle, drank a bit, and spit it out on the crowd. I was like, what the fuck? You had, I think it was the last song. Instead of doing a mic drop, Iggy Pop did a mic slam. He swung that microphone on its cord around his head, over his head, and shadonk right down on the stage. And I think the sound crew noticed what was about to fucking happen, because we heard a whoosh, and then he just went silent and a chadunk, and we didn't hear the chadunk from the speakers, we heard the chadunk from the fucking microphone hitting just the stage in general, because he slammed that fucker down. Yeah, that was weird, but it was fun. And all of a sudden, my former friend just went like, "Dude, can we find something warm to drink?" Because it had been, as I said, it had been pouring down with water all day. It was raining constantly. So we were like, "Yeah, sure." We went to find somewhere because my friend back then drank coffee. I don't drink coffee, and I don't get cold that easy back then, so I didn't need anything warming. I think he got a coffee. I can't remember right now. But as soon as he got the fucking coffee, his face dropped, and he looked annoyed as shit. Because at that same fucking moment, Mötley Crüe came out, and they started with "Kickstart My Heart." And when he heard the riff in the beginning of that song, he was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, we missed them." Because the crowd was too big at that stage. There was no way we could get close enough to see properly. So we just stood in a good spot somewhere and listened to the songs and just enjoyed. And I think Alice Cooper was right after them on the big stage. And we got semi-good standing seats for that. And I can say this, I like Alice Cooper. He's a good singer. It's kind of sad though that live, I can understand why. I mean, like, the man is old and eventually the voice doesn't handle anymore. But I think he sang 5% of that time he was on stage. 5% of that was him actually singing. The rest was playback from recording. And then just him like getting killed in many different ways on stage. He got slammed in the guts with a syringe and needle that was like 5 times as big as him. They cut off his head with a guillotine. What more happened to the fucker? He got put into a not torture. What's it called? A restraining jacket. It was fucking weird, and I can't remember what's. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm gonna kill so many flowers this time. Shit. I can't remember what song they sang, but at one song point, Alice Cooper disappeared from stage for a bit. And then he suddenly came out in the shiniest fucking suit I've ever seen, with a top hat and a cane and his microphone. And that's the last 1% of the percentage he actually sang. And he started to do kind of like a tanga dance thing, but while walking. And then he opened the costume part. He opened the top up, and he had a Swedish T-shirt on that you can buy in like any Swedish gift store in Stockholm. He walked there and just sang in that. So basically he came out in like a silvery shiny fucking suit, and then he had a yellow and blue T-shirt that said Sweden. But yeah, that was fun. And then, of course, Imperial State Electric, we got to see them. We had not heard their songs. We knew about Helicopters. And they sang good. The one thing they did that was amazing was that all of a sudden they pulled out a second set of drums. Because apparently the singer also plays drums like when he can. And he challenged the band drummer for a drum off, basically. Which was rather fucking awesome to see. Jesus Christ, they could really play drums. And with the whole raining the whole fucking day, eventually, I can't remember at what hour, but it was like the last fucking show was, of course, Iron Maiden. And when the stage opened up, so to say, because they dropped a thing so you could see the stage, and you saw like they had set it up for Maiden, we heard the music, like we heard the guitars and everything of the intro to The Wicker Man with them. And Bruce Dickinson runs out of stage. On stage, not off stage. On stage. And starts singing. We heard nothing. They had apparently forgotten to activate his microphone. So the first part of him singing The Wicker Man, we heard shit all. We heard like a mild in the distance, like, which was rather fun. But the best part is when everything was working, the microphones worked, etc. For some reason, at the fucking perfect moment, the clouds disappeared from the sky, and there was like a beam of fucking sunlight that was still from the sun that was still up, just slamming the fucking stage with light, and the rain stopped. It had been raining since we got there in the morning, all the way to that fucking point when Iron Maiden comes out and starts singing The Wicker Man. And then it stopped raining because of them. It was amazing. And I mean, like, they sang, I think it was, yeah, The Wicker Man, The Trooper, I think. I can't remember right now. I can't even remember if The Trooper was out at that moment, but it might have been. I can't recall. And of course, like, when it may seem like they were done, people started to like slowly leave. And then we heard Bruce Dickinson come out and basically say his like live intro to start singing Fear of the Dark. Oof, that song. Oof, so good, so good. But yeah, it was an amazing day. My fucking god, my feet hurted after that though, because I think at least, like, I'm pretty fucking sure like that at least 600 people stepped on my feet, because I mean, like, back then I wasn't as tall as I am right now, because I'm 186 centimeters, so 1 meter is 86 centimeters. Also, 2 seconds, if my ear sounds, it's my chair. Ugh, there we go. But I have pretty much always had semi-big fucking feet. In Sweden I have, depending on shoe brand, I have size 46, 47 or 48, depending on shoe brands. Because not only do I have semi-long feet, I have wide feet and thick feet, so my feet are like pushes up usually in shoes, or pushes on the sides a lot. So everyone of course managed to step on my feet on that place. And when we were leaving that place, because the big stage was, of course, well, obviously it was the big stage. It was the biggest spot of the field, with a big ass open area for everyone to stand if they wanted to see. And like on the opposite side from the stage, way back from the stage of course, they had the like portaloos outhouses. And trust me, we didn't go into them. My friend wanted to, but he kind of said like, nah, I'll just hold it, I think, because my fucking god, those. But when we were leaving, we had to walk past those portaloos to get to the exit. That was also the entrance. Fuck. And all of a sudden, when I take a step, I hear. I was like, what the fuck? I looked down, and apparently there was a guy sleeping in the mud. He was literally laying there on his back in the mud, so drunk that he had fallen asleep in the fucking mud. It was weird, but hilarious. And like my former childhood friends, like parents, were the ones that came to pick us up, because they had offered to like pick us up, because I think it was my dad that drove us in. I can't remember fully right now. And they came with like 3 plastic bags, a new pair of shoes and socks and pants and t-shirts for both of us, because we were drenched, we were muddy, but we had had a amazing day, and I had a digital camera with me that took the worst pictures I could ever have taken. I mean, like, this wasn't the like newer version, high-tech digital cameras that can take like the picture of the fucking moon, whatever the hell. This was a small digital camera with a horrible pixel and horrible light and everything. It was so bad. But I had that with me because I had, and I still actually have the camera, had a rather big Canon camera. Was it Canon? No. Oh fuck, I can't remember what my camera brand is. Shit. Sony. I had a big proper camera with like extended lenses and everything. I wanted to bring that, but my dad was like, "No, dude, you can take the digital camera, because if you lose that camera, you're gonna get pissed." I was like, "Okay." In the hindsight, I was actually happy I did not bring the big camera, but I would have gotten a lot more better pictures if I had it. So yeah, but that was Sonisphere, and it was a wet, muddy day, but I would so go do it again if I could. I mean, like, I can. The worst part is that most concert happens on days when I can't really take time off work, and during like December time when I'm off work, I can't really do too much things that cost, unless I want to save up a bit more extra through the year, so I can like pay my bills and everything. Me and that childhood friend also went to see Jeff Dunham's first Swedish tour thing, and he was amazed at like how many fans he actually had in Sweden, because we're not obviously we don't have English as a demanded native language. We have English as a demanded language you have to learn, because so many people speak English. And he had gotten famous for Ahmed and all of that on YouTube, hit it really big and everything. And like in the end, when he was having I think it was Bubba J, his hillbilly guy doll out, all of a sudden Jeff realized that he might have to write new jokes for that fucking guy, because the crowd could respond the joke before he continued it with the doll. And all credits to Jeff Dunham for improvising. He suddenly suddenly his doll just goes like, "I hear voices in my head. They speak what I want to speak. It was amazing. It was so fucking fun. And I sat next to my childhood friend, of course, and on my right side, I think she sat, there was a woman that we had met outside in the queue that was hiding like 5 bottles of soda and 6 bags of chips in her handbag. Her laugh made her bounce, and her bouncing to laugh made the chair row we sat at bounce. It was so weird. Also, we were thinking like, oh, we'll get a soda when we're in there. The queue to get a drink was like it was endless basically. And a mug or plastic glass of Coca-Cola back then was pretty much what the price of what a 1.5 liter bottle would be. Oh fuck, in the store would be. So we didn't drink anything. We had managed to like sneak in our half-liter bottles that we had gotten before. But yeah, that day was also fucking amazing. And then I've been at another live show with a with a guy that does music. Don't judge me, I can't fucking speak. But sadly, he's only like known in Sweden. He got kind of hated by the world because in Sweden's Eurovision Song Contest build-up thing, he sang a song that was like for country and countrymen, like for freedom and countrymen and everything like that. And or king and country, I think actually the phrase is. And in that song he said like that he and his like wife to live the day by day properly, because the day you never know, the day after you might die, was kind of like what his lyrics were based on. But in one part of the song he literally says like, if we have a boring time, me and my wife, we call in a shady Polish man, because in Sweden we have a lot of builders and workers, and some of them are Polish. Now, I don't mind that they're Polish. I don't care. The only thing I can say I care about is that you come to Sweden to work, at least learn English, please. Because I've been with my dad that has always been, like most of my fucking life has been driving a truck with building materials and etc. So I've met a lot of those workers, and when my dad tried to ask them where they want shit and they go, okay, it's like, oh god. But yeah, because of that part of the lyrics, the guy who got the most fucking votes that anyone had gotten in the pre-thing to Eurovision Song Contest, basically Sweden's version to like show, like pick who should go and represent Sweden. And he got, I think, yeah, he got the most votes, but he didn't get elected because of that one part of the song. Which still actually to this day fucking confuses me, because most countries, like we have sent many different bands from Sweden, but they usually always sing in English, so everyone can understand it easier. And when we finally had a good song in Swedish, we don't send it because of one little phrase in the song. And I'm still wondering why they were so picky, because I'm pretty fucking sure that most countries that sing in their native language, that send in people for the Eurovision Song Contest, don't really care if their song says like, oh, if we have a boring time, we call in a shady Swedish man or shady. I can't remember what countries are in Europe. Fuck. Well, other country than our own country. I'm pretty sure that they wouldn't care too much. Just because we said it, that he said it once in a song, they were like, nah, we can't stand this dude. He got the most votes, but nah, he doesn't win. But yeah, I have gone and seen him live on a stand-up mix music show, which was actually kind of fun. Went there with a pretty much my one IRL friend in Sweden right now, and saw it. That guy went to see it 2 more times or 3 more times after because he's a big fan of the guy. But that was amazing to see. I have been at a Swedish theater comedy thing, I think 3 times at least, here in Sweden, that they have in the southwestern part of Sweden, that are hilarious. It's literally, well, it's a stage, of course, because it's a theater, and they had a part of those that had a fuck. No, they don't have a fuck. Shush. No. They had a guy in their stage show thing that was basically a mailman that couldn't say R. An envelope in Swedish is brev, so the R is really in there. But the fucking guy couldn't say it because the guy can't say R. So the humor with that man that was so fucking spot on was that he's just a weird mailman that can't say R. The letter R he can't say in anything. It was so fun. I even have pictures of me meeting them. I have their autograph in a book from one of the shows I went to. That was a show that in proper translation was called A Mother for Sale. Yes, Mother for Sale. It was so fucking fun. Got pissed at my mother at that place though once, but because my mom, how to say it, like when we were there, she got kind of like overly chill and happy, so she drank a bit too much of wine one evening, and I don't know what triggered it, but someone said something and my mom burst out laughing really badly. And she stood up, asked my dad for help. My dad was like, what the hell do you want me to help you with? And then my mom pissed herself in front of my former friend. And I don't think I've ever forgiven her for that. But yeah, that's some weird shit from my youth. I say as I sound really old when I'm just a bit over 30 right now. What more live shows have I seen? I do actually think that's it, what I have seen. I was in Orlando, Florida a few times when I was younger, because my dad's uncle lives there with his family. What is the finish on this? 990. Oh, okay. But like I've seen, when I was in there when I was really young with my grandparents. We went to see a live-ish reenactment of Tarzan, because Tarzan had just been released. I even got the Tarzan game from there, and it was a fun game actually. Kinda wish I still had it. It was overly simple, it was overly basic graphics, but it was so good. What more? What more have I seen live? You know what? I can't actually think of anything else. I mean, like, I've never really been that much for traveling, even in Sweden. I mean, like, one of my big goals is to go on a big camping trip, mostly nowadays after I've seen Steve Wallace, or Camping with Steve, like, do a lot of camping, which has spurred my interest of it really a lot. Also, fuck me, I missed a lot of spots in this place. But yeah, I mean, like, I have at least seen some shit. I don't know how interesting it actually was to hear about me seeing Iggy Pop spit water at people, or Hammerfall's guitar player back then air hump his guitar. But hopefully someone had fun with it, that story. Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought I did everything fucking perfectly here. Oh god, for fuck's sake, it's gonna be one of these again. Where I will fucking drive around and go like, where is the last percentage? Recommended time was 3:30. It's been 40 minutes. Hey! Oh well. Also, this, I said it in the last recording that I'm pre-recording for Wednesday and Thursday, because Thursday is my last work day on this year, and I have no clue when I get home. So this is for Thursday. So on Friday I will record a new video properly, and well, what more is there actually to say about it? Then I'm off work and will do quite a lot more recording. I might try to do like 2 videos a day. I mean, like, at the moment I've actually been able to, but I've also felt that, like, nah, 1 a day works, and I might actually stick to that, but I might just do a lot of pre-recordings. And also, if I suddenly repeat topics or shit I say, I am so fucking sorry. I have no clue what I've spoken about, because I don't keep track of what I've said. So if I repeat topics, if I sound like a broken record, then so sorry. Oh my fucking god, where is this last 0.1%? Well, that could be it. It wasn't. Fuck. Oh my god, I hate when you get to this part when it's so picky. Oh my god. Free me. Free me from this. Piss. I said free me, don't kill flowers. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is one thing though with this game that gets really annoying. You know what, fuck it, I'll switch to the hedge trimmer quickly. Hey ho Silva, away! And I'll just run around close to things. Also fuck backing up this. What? Oh god. Okay, actually I had to back it up with this time. What? Okay. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, how nit. There we go, thank you. Leave before they send the bill. Okay, let's see how this one. Ow. Oh, go. Okay. Eleanor West is on holiday for 4 working days. Piss. Let's do the repair. Oh, no. Repass. And let's just check what I have to look forward to. We have trash in that place. Ecological fucking park again. Fucking hell. Raptor Den. That place. And that place. They really need to add more levels to this game. Fucking. Oh well. That will be all for this time, people. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up and a subscription if you haven't done that already. If you have, thank you very much. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!